Ladies and gentlemen, happy friggin' Friday. Welcome on in. Who's ready for day 6 of KCD? You couldn't even wait for the full screen? I knew I was gonna regret giving you guys this much power. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, for the last 45 minutes while I was setting this up, a little shits. Happy friggin' weekend. Welcome in, everybody. Is this how we're starting today? DX, thanks for the bid, bro. Remember, you only get 5 cheese slaps per stream, chat. Slap wisely. With great slaps comes great responsibility. Take a peek at this here map and see what we got left over here in Little Bohemia. All right, we gotta go back here. We gotta tell Bozhena about the situation with Yakesh. We got a thing with Bonnie, and I think I still have all the trappers up here as well. Killed one of them, or did I actually get all of them? Tell all of us to take about the poacher from Vidlak Pond. Oh yeah, we gotta tell them about the murder. Wedding crashers, we're gonna hold off on that. Yeah, holy crap, we've been really going through the side quest. There's gotta be more than this though. Like there's no way this is it and then it's just wedding crashers. Because I mean, I know we've been in this game for a minute, right? But there's, okay, you know what? Maybe this is the end of the first area. You know, 60 hours kind of makes sense, right? God damn, we've really been stretching this out. We got a tipster over here. Let's check the tipsters on the way, if they got anything. Fosa Henry. Hello, buddy. Happy weekend. How you doing?
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
What? How's your duty going?
How's your shift? No great shakes. The last little while we've had our fair share of scandals.
How did I say that? Evening.
Thank God for every day without a fuck up.
Bro, same. What's the situation with hunting wild animals?
What's the situation with hunting game around Troskovitz?
I don't know why
you're asking,
but it's strictly forbidden, of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, today's probably going to be a spoiler day. Just because I'm 60 hours in and I've ran out of everything other than the story to do. You know what I mean?
And they're worse than wolves.
I tried to side quest it.
It's all them fucking nomads' fault. Since they came to the region, they brought nothing but shit.
I don't think that's how that works.
It started with stealing hens.
Okay, maybe.
Then the odd sheep disappeared here.
Okay, also maybe.
And it's up to me to solve it.
Why don't you drive the nomads off? What sort of person is Sir Otto van Bergov? What about local highwaymen?
We were recently attacked by robbers. Here
always blame Henken Gogi. Fuck that guy.
Do you know anything about them?
I heard about that, but I don't believe you one bit. No one survived that massacre. Them bastards murdered a young nobleman there with his entire company.
I should be, but I can't because it's Friday.
I'd advise you to leave it be. We'll catch them soon enough.
What's the local Lord Sir Otto like?
How would I know? I've only seen him a couple of times. He spends most of his time in Prague at the royal court.
Ooh.
And why are you interested in that anyway?
I'm a stranger here, so I'm just curious.
Don't get too curious, fella.
Why don't you drive the nomads off?
Why don't you drive those nomads away?
Because they set up camp on the estate of old Lord Samine, and he's too soft for his own good.
And the bailiff?
Bailiff Thrush has already argued with him about it a few times, but his daughter is supposed to marry young Sir Alder Samine.
Daughter?
So he'd rather not rock the boat. And meanwhile, there's more thefts here than ever.
Interesting.
I want to ask about a few things.
And what are you interested in?
I'm looking for Lord Capon.
I'm looking for Lord Capon of Perkstein, my master. Do you know where I might find him?
Oh my God, what are you on about now? Are you sure you aren't a bit simple? Wasn't one stay in the pillory enough for you?
What the... All right, I meant... Where did the other fella go?
I don't know. Last I saw, he was trudging along the road to the Zheleov Tavern. And thank God
he was going to the bar.
Take care.
Yeah.
Heard you lose something here in the day.
Good morning, family. It is our Henry.
Greetings to you.
Gamekeeper Vostatek. I dealt with Vladik Poacher. Again, thanks for the cheese slap.
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some asshole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I want to eat that, but okay.
Anything more from you?
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel. Varel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill.
In the
He's got
barrel.
a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
Ask Varel, the gamekeeper, about work. Do you have any more things to talk about? Do you buy wolf ears?
Do you buy wolf ears?
That's right. You get a few groschen for every dead animal.
How about some wolf ears? I got one.
Here they are.
A dead wolf is a good wolf. Nobody's going to cry for them around here.
Cool. Let's get out of here. All right, thanks for the company. But unfortunately, I must bid you adieu.
The greatest evil of all, the one called woman.
Here,
They
here.
look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed.
Yeah, they are.
Enough to turn even an honest man's head. But under this pretty skin, there's a devil who only cares for trinkets and finery and thinks nothing of stealing or whoring to get them. And don't think this one or that one may be different. They're all secretly in league, one covering up the wrongdoings of the other. Forget about woman's skin-deep beauty. If thine eyes offend thee,
Ladies and gentlemen,
look
1400s
to it.
incels.
If thine tongue offends thee, cut it out. Return to God. Pray and beg him to free you from base desires. Beg him for forgiveness for being brought into this world by a woman.
Seems like you met your ex-wife. Okay, well that sure was something. Even though it's raining, you would think the rain would clean you off somewhat. Avlena, welcome back. All right, the old lady don't need to be talked to in armor. We can go here. Buongiorno.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Hold on a second, guys.
care.
So I learned this from Captain Richard. Bring out a torch. There's so many places where the dialogue's just so dark. If you just put a torch out and talk, there's actually some lighting. I patched things up with Yakesh.
I talked to Yakesh.
Shout out to Captain Richard for that one.
Explained everything to him. He agreed to make
Good to
amends.
see you, buddy. Happy weekend.
His hands acted on their own accord. And he's sorry about it. Mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Truskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yakesh gave me money for you.
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of
Wow.
Yakesh's coin.
I'll take it, thanks. I can't accept it.
No way. I can't take your money. You helped us before, and I helped you in return. So keep the coin.
Well, as you wish, Henry. You're a good man. Thank
Girl, I
you
know.
for everything. Take care, my friend.
Sick, Bad Blood is done. Childbirth and obstetrics. Okay, Miss Old Lady. What's next on our... Holy shit, there's more stuff up here. It just keeps coming out of nowhere, but it's blue. What the hell is a blue arrow versus a yellow one? Let's go check out the tipster. There's gonna be probably more things about the goddamn wolves. Yeah, see, this is normal. Is the yellow with the white background. What the hell is this one? That's... Hello, sheep man.
Whoa.
I've been pampering this horse. Oh, yeah, you like the leather BDSM straps? As safe words keep going.
Where are you heading, laddie?
What's it to do with you?
What's it got to do with you?
Nothing. Well, I was going to warn you. I won't bother now.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm a bit mistrustful. Speech build, let's go!
Sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm a bit mistrustful, that's all.
It was
But
dope.
that makes it all right to jump down my throat like that.
It's just I was attacked here recently, and I only just got out alive. Sorry.
All right, then. I can understand that. So listen to me. If you don't want any more trouble, if you're headed towards the Rock Tower Pond, make sure to avoid the abandoned barn.
Why?
What barn?
There's an old abandoned barn not far from here. Some vagabond is camped there. On the booze from morning till night. Right nuisance he is. I tried to have a
guys
word,
wanna
but
poison
the
him?
bastard came at me with an axe. That's why I warn passers-by, so they don't come to no harm. God only knows what that bloke might do.
Thanks. I'll keep it in mind.
I definitely will not go there and murder him. Okay, is that all for the Mr. Tipster? That's all for the tipster. Sweet. We got one more pickup here. Let's go down to Semi and pick that up. Wow, it's like, I swear, now there's 3. The more and more I do, the more stuff pops up in the house, but not more pops up for the blacksmith, it looks like. I'm wondering if this is for the wedding. Roskovitz looks like it might have some new stuff too. All right, that's where I was getting yelled at. All right, we'll go with Semin first. Hello, Yules.
Lord be with you.
Just stand here all day. Who's next in line?
Well, do you know where I can find the next scoundrel from your gang?
Aye, I do. Hansome Charlies next. Are you ready?
Of course.
Of course. Why else would I be here? Hansome Charlie, you say? Curious name. How did he come by it?
He's a real looker. He always loved wearing his finest. Beautiful dyed coats, shiny boots. Even in the forest, he looked like he was off to a wedding. And most importantly, he always wore a fancy cap.
Huh.
He rarely even took it off to sleep. You know what? Once you take
sleeps with a hat.
Bring me his cap so I know you're not lying.
Still distrustful, eh?
Always, lad. It's what has kept me alive this long.
Where should I search for him?
Do you know where he's been robbing? So that I know where to look for him.
No need to search for him. He recently tricked a bunch of starving charcoal burners in the woods near Kurchak Pond into working for him. Now we've been robbing with them all around the area. They didn't even bother setting up a new camp.
Wow. We're very fond of him, eh?
You weren't very fond of him, eh?
He's a slimy
Gross.
snake. I caught him trying to turn my own people against me behind my back. So I ran him off.
What about the charcoal burners?
What am I supposed to do with the charcoal burners?
Well, if they stand up to you, you won't have much of a choice.
Can't I spare them? Is there to be punished? I'll have no other choice.
Can't I spare them? Since Charlie's just pulling the wool over their eyes.
Suit yourself. But you're right, they're surely no cutthroats. Maybe getting rid of Charlie will be enough. God knows what he's promised those fellas, but I doubt they'd stay loyal to him after he's dead. They won't know what to do without him anyway, and they'll scatter.
Can I challenge him to a duel? So the only one I have to kill is Charlie?
So I should challenge him to a duel.
You heard one too many tales about knights as a boy, I see. Charlie might dress like a nobleman, but he's nothing but a common bloody footpad. He's not one to take pride in fighting fair. You could try it, but you'd have to be bloody convincing to get him to agree to it.
I'll take care of him.
See you soon, my friend.
Okay. Kill Handsome Charlie. Haha, there's only room for one handsome person, and it's me. Gotta take out the competition chat. 3 more quest givers. Traskovitz got a thing. All right, let's go up here. Excuse me. Hello. Let me use my flashlight since you guys keep your house at vampire settings. Innkeeper Betty.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Any news here?
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Remember how I told you about the Divizhinka of Semaine?
Sure.
Yes, the dead one from the rocks. I remember.
Now they're claiming they've heard a leshy around here.
What's that? Where did they see him? And what else?
And what is that?
It's a kind of a forest man. You can recognize them by their eerie calls, but don't even think about answering. Otherwise, they'll jump on your back and won't let go until you drop dead from exhaustion.
What?
Sometimes they also kidnap young girls. Simply put, it's a bastard from hell.
How can I protect myself?
Like I said, never answer their calls. Apart from that, it also helps to put on different shoes or carry a piece of bread.
What? Where did they see him?
Where did they see him?
Well, they didn't actually see him. They just heard him. By the Nebakov pond. One fella goes fishing on the other side. He says he heard him. He ran like a bat out of hell.
What else?
What else is new around here?
And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
The marker gone finally? Nice. Yo, Hansome Charlie. Oh man, all the way up there? Got his own camp. This is the one nice thing about getting that horse early game and exploring the entire map is I got all the fast travel points. Now that we have the fancy pebbles. Man, I definitely expected like a river. Maybe a little creek. Gamekeeper Varel.
Good afternoon.
Do you buy wolf ears? Can I spend the night here?
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
For a longer time.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
You can sleep on the hay, but it won't be for
Ah,
free.
what? Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Let's discuss the price.
Let's agree on a price.
50 for hay, for lifetime hay? No. You mean 40?
Is this enough?
More.
43.
Agreed. Like I said, there's plenty of room on the hay, but don't go wandering about my
Oh, heck,
house.
and hey, chat. I'm in a Costco chocolate chunk cookie coma. Oh, that sounds amazing. Orbis, happy weekend. What's this like sent me here for work?
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me
Vostatek.
here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done. So he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful.
Quite delicious.
What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Sure.
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Are there really poachers here?
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where should I start looking?
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there.
Weird
he's gone
spot.
back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper
Unfinished
started building
cottage.
it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Interesting, interesting. How many poachers might there be?
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin, but I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places, and poachers always work alone. So I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
Unholy Trinity, who could help me?
Do you know of anyone near Slatigo who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovich
Ignatius,
gravedigger.
the goat.
Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea.
I'll do it.
Right.
Unholy?
That's all I need.
Good luck.
Harry! Heading off for the night. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Harry, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Happy weekend.
Hail!
Hail? Excuse me? Hey, Bonnie. Hey, hired hand Zenik. About Zenik. Why do you work for the Miller?
Why do you work for the Miller?
Well, how can I put it? Anywhere else, they'd have kicked me out by now. Miller's the last person who'd still give me a job.
Yeah,
He
you
says
did.
every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
What did you do before?
What did you do before you started working for the Miller?
A bit of this, a bit of that. When I was still a boy, I stirred lye at a tannery, and then I slaved away at a dye house. But since I came to the town, it's been, well, let's say not exactly honest work. That's what I'm best at, see?
What do you think of Crazel?
What do you think of Crazel?
Is this some kind of test or what? I can think what I want and I keep my opinion to myself. And you ought to do the same.
I wish there was a game, like a VR game that was kind of like that, but also Star Citizen. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to play something of that category with you guys that wasn't a phone game, right? Like a full game, VR or normal. Like, I would love to play that shit daily. You know what I mean? Log in for a few hours with everyone, check out my shit. We do some raids. You know what I mean? Like, I want a good space MMO. Jack Wolf to odds. He's safe here. I have some new work.
Long time no see, eh?
Crazel gave you another job.
Yeah. I proved myself to him last time, so why not continue our collaboration?
Did you come here to make fun of me? Just like Bonnie? As soon as she showed up, she gave me hell over that manuscript.
No, not at all. I just need to find out something only you would know.
What do you know about the saltpeter?
So, Zinek, have you any experience with saltpeter?
Oh, I never want to see that shit again. I still have the taste of it in my mouth. And Bonnie and me was taking turns tasting it.
Weren't you afraid a dead soul would enter you through it?
What? What are you babbling about?
Dead souls pass time in niter crystals, don't they? That's why the Miller is looking for them. To bring the golem to life.
You fool! We're looking for saltpeter to sell to butchers for salting meat. There's good coin in it.
Well, the Miller told me something different.
You can't believe everything he says. A golem in the mill. He's yanking your pizzle.
My
You're all just
pizzle.
trying to confuse me.
Crazel's a good teacher. You know how it is.
What can you tell me about Bonnie?
Well, you mean Cheeks or Jezebel?
Are those nicknames?
Dunger, Snowdrop, Vixen. We always come up with the stupidest names, and nobody sees through them anyway. Bonnie's been here the longest, and has the most experience. I'm surprised she still puts up with Crazel and his mad notions. And I think she likes animals more than people. When I try to talk to her about work or weather, she gets bored.
What's with this lair?
What sort of place is this?
Our secret place, where we can quietly plot sneaky plans for our beloved Miller.
Behind that boarded up door? What's inside that cliff?
You know, storage, rubbish, rats, filth. Look, I know Bonnie ordered me to clean up in there. Thanks to you, I'm sure the movement of goods will start again soon. So it'd probably be good to have some order around here. I just haven't got round to it yet.
Okie dokie. I have questions about the saltpeter pit.
Zinek, I have a few questions about the saltpeter pit we're looking for.
So now you need me, eh?
That's it.
Take care.
Bonnie, you gotta move the broom to another spot, girl. You can't just sweep the same thing.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for a saltpeter pit.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Butcher of Ranik, the Wolf of Skalitz, and the Poet Henry. What do you guys think? Chat. The Butcher, the Wolf, the Poet, or Henry? We have been doing speech. Poet? All right, Spartan. How you doing, buddy?
The poet.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I'm sorry. I've got nothing for you.
I reckon I'll just have to scrape together the ingredients for that magic ritual myself.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I can't wait to see what comes of it. Sounds like witchcraft. It's nonsense.
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
Well, let's talk.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the Lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
This bitch is crazy.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to Teresa. I found him among the wolves. This Henry's a dog. We're speechcraft. The next stinky Henry is gonna be loyal to Teresa because he's gonna stink. Found him with the wolves.
Among the wolves? Not a word of a lie. That is, I lost him and then found him again in a wolf pack.
Well, that's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
Thieves? Family of blacksmiths, family of knights, family of thieves, from an educated family. Blacksmith, baby!
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
These are pretty hard.
What do you want, earrings?
Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems mystical. I don't understand him. I don't know what to say.
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you.
That's funny.
Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came...
ADHD
and
blabber,
before
my man.
Xenac
It's what it's
fucked
like
up
listening to
with
me
the
talk.
manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Sounds gross. That's a lot.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Crazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. 26?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave.
What?
The best natural saltpeter maker.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. Well, I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Gross.
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
A knacker? A gravedigger?
The local gravedigger.
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the poet.
How Bonnie? Why do you work for the miller?
Why do you work for the miller?
Because he pays well, and don't care how much coin I make on the side.
You mean by stealing?
And he doesn't ask any stupid questions.
What did you do before?
What did you do before?
I got by any way I could. Believe it or not, I started in a convent.
You? A nun? Well, why not? I was in the cloisters myself for a while.
Oh well, different people have different fates. But we all ended up here anyway, in the armpit of the world.
What do you think about Crazel?
What do you think about Crazel?
You're another one of those that don't know if they should love him or hate him, right? Crazel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with him, you can't help but admire him a bit. But sometimes he's unbearable as soon as he opens his mouth.
What about the saltpeter job? What do you know about the gravedigger?
What do you know about the Troskovitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
So, Bonnie, the most honest girl I know, sent me. I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
How was it with the saltpeter?
How was the saltpeter collection and tasting again? Sounds pretty disgusting.
It wasn't so bad. Zenek kept whining about it, but being a saltpeter collector, it has its benefits. When you go and clean someone's sty, they don't pay much attention to you and leave their purses and chests unattended. We made a pretty decent amount on the side.
What, by stealing?
Confiscating property for the greater glory of God. I hate the term stealing.
Oh, she crazy.
Just like Crazel.
Tell me more about Zenek.
Tell me something more about Zenek.
He's Andy, that's for sure. But also a bit of a fool. To be honest, I don't care for Crazel's whole shit most of the time either. I do this job because it's fun. Unlike Zenek. He does everything for his own good, doesn't give a damn about any greater cause or other people. Actually, he really pisses me off with his attitude. And he entertains himself by coming up with the stupidest nicknames for me. Dunger, for instance. What kind of a bloody awful name is Dunger?
Oh, lovely.
What's it mean?
And what does he call himself?
Scruffy. Or Jan, Nicholas, Franz, Peter, Jakub. The most bland, everyday names. He tries to be careful, but then he opens his big mouth and fucks it all up, just like in Troskowitz.
What happened in Troskowitz? What's the deal with the Lair?
What is this Lair place?
Crazel built a store so all them honest, curious people in the mill, the likes of Hensel, wouldn't have to worry their little heads about what we're doing here.
You mean behind that boarded up door in the cliff?
We're definitely not doing anything there right now, because of the mess in there. I told Zenek to clean it up. I think he wants to see if the place will get so rotten that saltpeter will bloom on the walls. Go be with you.
Sure thing, sure thing. I feel dirty after that conversation. Where are we going next? Guess we'll go kill Hansome Charlie real quick. You guys are lucky for that. You guys awake? Sure is. What's... Oh, he's got a fancy hat. He did say likes his fancy hats. Oh, no, that's Hansome Charlie. Hansome Charlie. Stealth kill. Cool. Do, 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 do. Anybody coming to... You know what? Just in case. Yeah, this whole process is cool. I watched those guys on YouTube that build houses and whatever, the private, like, they showed how to do this. And dude, like, what a crazy process. Literally, this thing is just filled with wood. They cover it with, like, basically wet clay, right? And you make an oven, and you got to burn it at just the right temperature, you know. And if you do it too much, the whole thing's burnt and you mess up. If you don't do it enough, you know, you don't produce enough charcoal. So you just literally sit here and you gotta, you know, just basically you're smoking this wood, getting it just to burn enough to carbonize. But it's nuts watching those guys, you know, like make their own charcoal to heat the oven they made to heat their in-ground house jacuzzi, you know. Let's go get lined up. It's the weekend. Oh my God, they legit just added a whole ass store. Yo, do you do hair?
What can I do for you?
Need a set of clothing for a wedding? Could you teach me something?
I'd like a set of clothes for the wedding.
You've come to the right place. I'm sure you'll find something you like. And when you change into it, I'll tell you right away if it's appropriate for the wedding. I know what I'm talking about. I'm invited too. I sewed clothes for the groom.
Gonna go to the wedding like this?
What do you think? Can I wear this to the wedding?
Magnificent. I couldn't have picked a better outfit myself.
What?
I think you're ready to dazzle them all.
Really? Well, thank you. Let's go get some meat.
Greetings. It's good to see you, lad.
Hey, butcher.
Greetings. What do you need?
Obviously. Oh, I'm looking for a capon?
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both in the pillory.
Trying to save someone's life.
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me. Because if you did, I'd cut your thieving hands off on the spot.
Well, what about my friend? Have you seen him since?
He must be some friend if he scarpered without you, eh?
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it?
Surgery?
Was he here then?
No, he weren't.
Oh my God,
But
I was
I
like,
ain't saying
what did I
don't know
read
anything.
then?
Just that.
Okay, good.
It ain't your business, lad. And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. Got that? If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you. He ain't no fool, I reckon. Pleasure doing business.
Sick. Pleasure doing business with you, bro. Nice. Knock, knock. Home inspection. By the gazpacho. Hi, Gravedigger.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yes. You sure do like your onions. Oh, God, they're all moldy. I need to find a saltpeter pit. Have you seen a poacher around here? Are you the local gravedigger? What's new in the region?
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place,
The
are you?
sod?
Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
That's how they make Funyuns?
I'm more interested in the
still eat
gravedigging
'em.
profession as a whole.
Ah, once you try it,
A little more than
you'll
like
never
a few
want to
hundred
do
people. Should be
nothing
fine.
else till the day you die.
You keep the cemetery nice and tidy? What's the story with the dead people? What are your duties?
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arm.
Wow.
It's no
First
wonder
of
I
all,
can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
kids
You
these
just
days.
aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labor of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
What about the constellation crosses around here?
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too?
You build those too?
Stone cutting.
I know how to cut a cross out of
Guess these days I want to
stone.
conquer countries,
I'm one of
shaking
it.
my head lazy.
With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. Mm-hmm. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old.
Always
you
the
might
children.
find a few stories about them in the village chronicle
Being
what's kept at
whippersnappers.
the rat house. All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
Tell me what you do,
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
other than steal the name of
Gravedigger,
awesome goats.
Knacker, Snorter's constant companion, and lover of
Hey, bro.
colourful sunsets, all in one man.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it
Famous.
for almost 40 years now.
It's been
The
69
bailiff
years.
pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not
You're
all
living
that
the high
glitters
life.
is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say I have a knack for it. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him. Can't even go to the tavern no more.
In just a couple of 100 years and nobody wants to work anymore. You keep the cemetery nice and tidy. What's the story with the dead people? Let's go with this one.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know.
Newsflash, I've never wanted to work, and I never will.
That might be the reason.
Hey, I love my job.
Hey?
What?
You guys are the reason I get up in the
I'm
morning.
not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
I'll make sure that's not true. Have you been a gravedigger your whole life?
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
I buried my parents recently. Yo, let's trauma dump on this guy.
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately, they were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them in consecrated ground, you've nothing to worry about.
Did we close their eyes?
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let it bother you. As long as you picked the spot with good intentions, that's all that matters. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven. You needn't worry. You did everything right, lad.
Have you seen poachers?
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
Okay. Not done with you yet. What's new in the region?
You heard any news?
There's something new every day. Death roams these parts with me following close behind.
Depressing. What happened to the dead people from the pond? Are you related to the herb woman? I buried Gaza.
Are you and the herb woman related? You both look, well, really old.
Got
We're
him.
not related. We both got some
Boomer.
years behind us, and we're both unclean in our own ways.
Gross.
That's all we have in common. Different herb women came to me from time to time for hangman's
You
nooses
dog.
or nails from the gallows. What they do with them is their own business. I'm just a trader. But Bozhena ain't like the others. She's an honest herb woman who only heals with herbs and prayers. Do you know why they chased her out of town?
I do. On account of Yakesh's son.
There's a place called Limbus Infantium. Make sure you never send anyone there. Not even by accident, like Bozhena did with Yarushek.
Well, I don't think I'll be going into the midwifery trade, but I get you.
Midwifery? What happened to those dead people from the pod?
Do you know what happened with the bodies from near the pond? Tankard, Conrad.
Who?
Well, you wouldn't know their names. A couple of soldiers that fell there. Where are they buried?
Oh, I remember them. They all ended up in a pit together right by the cemetery. All I got was a yellow waffen rock for the effort. Getting them out of there was a grind. They was well fed. You could tell right away they was from better parts than this here county.
Yeah, you're right. They're a long way from home.
Not to worry. Earth is earth, wherever it is.
Buried Giza?
I had to dabble in your trade a little bit. I buried a young man from the Nomad camp who got beaten to death by woodcutters.
I know. Don't think I didn't try to get him for myself. He wasn't baptized, so I couldn't bury him in the cemetery. But he deserved a good place in the ground nonetheless. It gave me a terrible itch. I can't stand unfinished work. The damn woodcutters left him there like a solstice decoration.
I buried him in his favorite place.
You did well. Don't hesitate to bury any other corpses you find left unburied. You have my blessing. I can tell right away if a fella understands an honest trade.
Do we hit him with the saltpeter pit now?
Ignatius, I'm gonna need your help.
Of course. How many are there? Where do you want to bury them? Shall we grind the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your purse?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Embellish the facts, tell them the truth. What do you think, chat? Embellish the facts, tell them the truth. I feel like Knight Henry will do the truth. You saying truth? But we are speech. Maybe we can talk our way around it, you know? Be like, yo, the demons are coming if we don't empty this cave. And he goes, oh, no shit. Let me show you where. Maybe he'll give you shit, but still help. He likes people who are upfront with him.
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Aye. Pay him with meat. We did buy this meat.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have.
That's why we brought the goddamn tenderloin.
Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast
That's a heat,
that'll
buddy.
make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat, and don't worry about a thing.
Fresh smoked meat?
Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course, I understand. It's not an ordinary job.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here?
Snorter?
Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's not drag it out. I'll have to think about it.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I understand. I'll come at dawn.
Reputation lost. Let's get going.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this, but let's get going.
The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are clear. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be heaven for him. In any case, heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us.
Wagon ride, let's go on a wagon
Did I bring
ride.
that stuff for Visor? Meat? Pain? Aesop?
Aesop?
Got it all.
Good. Good. We're going on a European adventure. European adventure. Let's fucking go. Dude, this is like having a goddamn Range Rover back in the day. With the goddamn 48s. Woo! I don't know what are these.
Come on then.
50-inch
Get a
rims.
move on.
50-inch rims, damn. Got the zero shock suspension. Oh my god, the shit bucket and all. I'm coming, bro. Woo! Got the 2 seats in the
Got a
front,
long
the
journey
50
ahead
in the
of us,
back.
So get yourself comfortable so your ass won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower
Horse
Sabine,
farts?
eh?
Reply. You could say that. I only work for him.
Not exactly. I'm not even from this region. I'm only doing some work for the miller.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Sabine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or
Fishy.
during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's not a thief. Bonnie's a thief. We'll get straightforward.
Unfortunately, she does. Crazel ordered Bonnie and her accomplice Zinek to scrape saltpeter off the walls.
We're gonna
of
be
the
straightforward
skies.
with the guy.
When they had a chance to loiter about in the yards
vibing.
here in the region, well, they made good use of the opportunity to line their purses.
Hey. What have I gotten myself into in my twilight years? Lower Sabine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Lazy bones. Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
Oh, never heard of that. It looks mysterious.
It looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily.
Oh.
So hop in there and bring it to the wagon.
What? I was just here.
Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
You're a crazy old man. You kidding me? Can we go around ear rump.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Bag and take. Betty, what up, buddy? Happy weekend. Thank you for the hydrate. Bag that deer. Mr. Schersterming over here.
I've no idea what you're on about, that pig.
I got another one. I want to talk to you. Drop it and get over here.
I'll be done right away. Just calm down.
And then get over here.
What's going on, Ignatius?
I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to
I've
Lower
never stolen
Samines
a
if
thing.
I explain.
Two stinking pieces of
And a
shit
cheers. Thank you for the hydrate.
sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said,
What a bad liar.
if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Necking.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Justice will find the guilty. I am speechcraft. Do I look like a thief to you? That's enough. We are speech build.
Ignatius is telling the truth. There are all sorts of types causing trouble in these parts. Not just from Lower Samine. Ignatius and I thank you for taking on the job of guarding the roads, making sure that honest, if somewhat grubby tradesmen stay safe.
Aye, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, thanks.
Really good work, lad. Well, time waits for no man. Let's all carry on with our duties, eh?
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe...
Do you want to keep going or not?
Maybe it was the one...
These guys are lucky. Shall we carry on?
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go.
Invisible Rains? There they go.
Was just a kind of little favor for me.
Sounds
now
good.
We'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
Gross. Reply. Anything but that. I'm happy to help.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
She embellished it. Clearly a divine punishment.
And then Satan himself appeared in the sky. Happens all the time.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
I'll take a look.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day.
Like an adventure.
Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Lazy bones.
This old man's doing anything he can to not do his job. Hello? Oh. I guess that's my job. Hello, housemaid. You look like the thieving lady.
Well, I'm here like I promised. And I even have a helper here with me who'll be doing the carrying for me.
Oh, listen, if I'm gonna be carrying bodies, I'm gonna be in all black.
Poor fella. Where did you dig him up?
He came to me from Lower Samine.
So I'd better go and stand in the doorway. One eye on him, one on the chest with valuables.
This one's honest. He might even take a look to see what was troubling them pigs.
At first, I thought it was that beast of Visar's that done it, but the pigs weren't bit. So it was definitely a curse.
Curse my arse. From what you said, it had to be poisoning, but it's hard to say from what. But we may just find that out from Henry here. And as far as Visar is concerned, I'm headed there next. I have the stuff with me.
But make sure you take care of it, yeah? I can't bear it much longer.
You ain't the only one. It's been bothering the Nabarkov folks too. That'll all be over today.
God reward you for it.
God don't reward me much, but I'll probably get something from the bailiff for hauling.
Well, I wish you and your helper lots of luck today. May God bless you.
You too. You too.
Is this my job now? Clear the carcass from the farms. Find the source of the infection. Okay. Those got like instantly destroyed. All I did was bag up some pork.
So, what do you think, Dragonfly? Do you want to keep going or not?
Sure, dude. I found a source of the infection.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own.
Oh, nice.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it.
The
Let's
deer?
get going.
I mean, he's not wrong. Guess it's refrigerated, but
Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today.
gross. Then again, starving peasant, I'd eat that shit. Oh my god, I just saw a rat. I wonder if it... This is my first time seeing those in the game. Oh my god, look at them. There's a bunch of them. Oh, look at all the belladonna. I can't get out. Gotta remember there's a bunch by this farm. Look at this. There's a bunch. Yeah, right until
So
the
far,
underbrush
it
is
ain't that
so
bad,
clear
eh?
that forest
You don't
fires
have to
burn
take
all your
down
houses
no
down.
hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
So far, so good. Bloody work.
Oh, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course, it
The
could be a
cart
lot
scene in
worse.
Skyrim, yeah.
I like having to carry
is where it all
sacks
started.
full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer.
no, I'm sorry,
Or,
chat.
like today, to put it down so everyone
Oh my
around
god, I
it
really
don't
hope
have
Gore's
to
busy
suffer.
right now.
In this case, we're talking about a dog.
I'm not gonna kill a dog. What can I do?
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
Yeah, right,
That
Spartan?
cur belongs to the greengrocer, Visar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farm.
I'll tell Gore chat.
I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the
let him
neighbors,
feed on it.
so don't fuck it up for me.
Okay. Look at all these rats. Oh, guys, listen. I'm gonna be real with you. We're about to do something a little fucked up. If you have some weak conscience, you need to step away for the next about 5 minutes. Just FYI. I don't know if you heard what mission we're going up to, but fair warning, it's gonna happen.
God bless you.
Bravka, jak sam masz? I heard you have a rabid dog here.
I've heard you have some
It's me.
rabid dog that's causing problems in the area.
It's not our dog. It's Vaisar's dog.
Oh, they say he's quite a beast.
We're supposed to say he's a good dog that never runs off anywhere.
Aye.
Because he's locked up in a shed behind the barn, right? That makes sense.
Well, it sounds more like he's there as a punishment.
Sorry, I have work to do.
Oof.
Farewell, my friend.
Farewell. Enjoy your
Anything did happen.
spindling.
I never trained or fed him much, on purpose, so he'd stay fierce. Good day to you.
Good day. I'm here. I heard you have a wild dog.
I hear you have some wild dog here.
What? You're the wild dog, you wretch. If you were another of them bastards trying to steal him or poison him, you'd better make yourself scarce before I set him on you. It's good to see you, my friend.
Oh, Sakra. The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to?
Oh, you don't look rabid to me. I don't know what he's doing.
What are you doing here, Henry? What are you doing here, Henry?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I was supposed to poison the dog?
The Gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
Well, what else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick 'em. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vaisarek treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
I'll kill him. I don't want to kill him. I'll kill him. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill him.
But you don't have to convince me. Ever since the Gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the Lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the Lair.
Creepy. Okay. He's gonna lie to the old man. Taken care of.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? How? I hope you didn't go soft after wasting your time talking to Vaisar.
I killed him. I let him go.
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
It wasn't pleasant to watch. Speechcraft, let's go.
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye? And how did it go exactly?
Well, I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
Oh, fast travel. Let's go. Oh, well, sounds cool.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect.
This is saltpeter?
Whether it's people or animals.
Is that really it? I was expecting a bigger pit.
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
Ah, that probably smells horrible. Crazy will set his people. Crazy will draw inspiration from this.
The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, and I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. Unless say I'm disgusting. Wait, I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
That may very well be. No way!
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of
it. Look at me. I'm a lord's
Who did that?
to a taster of cadavers.
Martin, thanks for the bits. Also,
salty. This must be it.
Cold and salty, how I like it. Take me back to the cemetery.
If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take a ride with you.
Of course. But in return, you have to help me get all this lot buried. So there's some more saltpeter in the making.
Oh, it's still daytime. A lot of work today.
Here! Stop! I have something for you.
Greetings.
Care to put your wits to the test? I heard a fine riddle the other day, and I haven't had anyone to share it with yet. Don't be shy, seeing as how we know each other now.
What do you have for me this time?
How about I tease you with another riddle? What do you say?
Send it. Tell me your riddle. What did you used to do? Is it safe on the roads? Farewell.
The riddle sounds good. Go ahead.
Great! But before I do, last time you got the better of me, so I'd like the chance to return the compliment. Let's bet again! Do you agree?
150? I agree.
Maybe Lady Luck will shine on me.
Me and all you guys.
All right, now pay attention.
Elective conscience.
Jaromir the coachman hailed from Rabosh. One morning, he set off for Kuttenberg with an empty coach. 3 lads boarded in Bohonovitz. When he arrived in Boischt, one of the boys got out and a washerwoman took his place. In Horshan, the washerwoman went on her way and a peddler and his daughter boarded. In Psitoke, the remaining lads alighted and took the peddler's daughter with them. And straight away, 2 fishermen got in. And on reaching Kuttenberg that evening, they invited the coachman to the bathhouse and got pig drunk. And now you tell me, what was the coachman's name?
Jaromir. Wow, it was the first one.
Jaromir.
That's right. There's no fooling you. You've won the bet. And I'll be sure to remember you have a sharp mind.
I was just lucky.
I was counting the people in my head. I'm like, fuck.
I'll ask you
nothing
again.
to do with the people.
What would you prefer? Some extra coin or another story from my travels?
Listen to your stories.
I'm all ears.
All ears, you say? This is tough. So much to choose from. You know what herbs are used to brew up medicinal concoctions? A herbalist once showed me. Gather some marigolds and nettles. Boil the nettles, but just crush the marigold and add it at the end. Marigold broth, she called it.
But I already know how to make that.
Well, that's a pity. It's the only concoction she taught me. She said it would be enough. But that's not to say you learnt nothing, is it? Travel safe, and perhaps our paths will cross again sometime. Take care, friend.
Funny. Mustache. Hey, what's up, hallway man?
Good afternoon.
Found? Yeah, found. I took care of Charlie.
I took care of Charlie. He's dead.
Yeah, I reckon he's not so handsome now, is he? I'm
No
glad
handsome,
that
just
fucker's
dead.
Did you bring me a souvenir like we talked about?
I've got it right here. Hope I didn't get any blood on it.
Ah,
I washed
that's
it.
the one. Oh, that bastard really had good taste. But I don't plan on wearing it. Someone might mistake me for him and stab me in the back.
It's true. How about a reward? I'll take it. What's next? Leave. Should I take the hat? I'll take it.
I'll take it. It would be a shame for it to sit in the bottom of a trunk somewhere.
Be my guest. But if you end up with a dagger in your gut because someone mistook you for Charlie, don't come crying to me.
Let's wear it.
What now?
Hansome Charlies
I'll
hat.
have to wait again, won't I?
Aye, unfortunately. Give me a day or two, then I'll know where to send you. Care.
No way. Is it better stats too? Oh my god, it is. Across the board. It's actually good for robbing. Conspicuousness minus 100. Okay. Okay. A little black and red with some flowers. Handsome Henry did get with that pointed hat. Opposite of the pointy hat, conspicuousness plus 1.2k, right? If I do a thievery run, we'll need to go for that one. Okie dokie. Well, that was easy. We need to wait till we get a new mission from him. That works out okay. Let's pick up the nomad one and then scoop through this way. No, let's follow the path. We're gonna go over here. Let's do mill next. Yeah. You buy wolf ears? Yeah.
You buy wolf ears?
That's right.
Oh, I guess I already sold.
Once I've killed one, I'll...
I found the poachers.
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate, getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Not a chance.
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with them? Is there anything different about this one?
There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where should I go looking?
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, that's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Miller Kreisel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something. Even if he is a bit of a strange one.
Actually, Kreisel has people working for him who live even closer. I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck.
All right. Of course, they send me on another hunting task. That one kind of works out. It's on the way over. Ask around the lair about the poachers. Ask about the poacher. Find the poacher in the lower swimming forest. Okay. Stuff at the mill for the bad guys, you know.
Greetings, my friend.
Oh, this guy's still looking for the stuff. Found the saltpeter pit. Will you tell me more about yourself? I have more questions about thieving. What's going around here? You're an educated man. Saltpeter pit.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskowitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik.
Got him.
It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazel, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the gold?
Quiet as a cat?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
That's crazy.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Explain.
Tell me then. What's the next task then, Crazel?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
I don't hear anything. I hear madman, to the point.
Can you get to the point? What's this about?
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
I'm gonna steal it, eh?
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. I don't even know anymore. Certainly.
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. You've almost got a fine outfit, I see. But it still could be a lot better. Ad charisma tuendum. Say a prayer to St. Paul. Maybe he'll send you a few nice things from heaven.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
Who is it? It will be a woman? We don't need anyone else. Who is it?
And who is this mysterious person?
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty, and she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push, and clunk, the lock will open, and the book will be mine.
This guy's crazy. Weak spot.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
Sounds easy. Sounds suspicious. Sounds stupid. Sounds easy.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
What? Where do you find this lady? I'm supposed to find her?
What?
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Can Bonnie do it? I'm not a matchmaker. Would a village girl do? Would a bathhouse wench do?
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Sameen wedding.
Bathhouse wench?
So some bathhouse wench would do.
Aye, that should work. You can find lots of capable girls at the Jelly-Off baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse?
Aye, next to the alehouse there. You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
I'll take care of it.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Okay.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Martashek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. And rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't
I will run to a
where
wedding and people will
The
be
dress
pissed.
is likely
I
to
don't
be
know.
pretty
I just pick a
expensive.
shirt I like.
But that's no obstacle for you, right?
You buy your clothes from the butcher? The sheep intestines, yeah. The socks.
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife.
Or I can make a
Or
Henry
ask
brand.
Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice-smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
Fuck yeah. We'll make a Henry brand. Oh, we're about to knock this guy off his feet.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait.
Formal mankini and split to the navel frilled shirt is just too much for some wedding attendees. Yeah. I don't know what the problem was. I looked amazing. I even did the chest hair tie, you know? Let's knock this mission out. Ask around the lair about the poachers. Ask around the lair about the poachers, and then find the poacher in the lower Samine forest. Skirt. What's up, guys? Ignore all the bonking in the forest. Have you seen poachers around here?
Keeper Varrel sent me into the forest to look for poachers. You don't have anything to do with it, do you?
Are you mad? If Crazel found out I was poaching, he'd skin me alive. And then Bonnie would have my guts for garters. No, that'll be them arseholes deeper in the forest above us. I spotted a couple of them when I was having a shit there. So watch where you put your feet if you go looking for them.
Oof. Thanks. I'll be careful.
Take care.
Good morning.
That's it from these two? Really? Oh. Wow, that really made the zone a little smaller, huh? Heard that. Let's go.
Attack! Come and help us! Useless. Show what you're made of.
Bandito. Probably gone. It's in another.
Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp.
Wipe out the poaching bandits, find evidence, 0 out of 3. Gross. Nice. Dude, I love the crossbow. Damn.
This is definitely evidence.
Sure is. Cracklins. There's another bandit.
Are you yanking my pistols? Now you piss me off, you fucker. The lads, to arms!
Holy shit. Got me.
Fucking cur. Nasty beast!
Nice.
Could they be the ones I'm looking for? I should look around their camp.
Look what I have for you.
Good, bud. Good, Bubby. Give him the cracklins, dude. Be good.
Did you hear what? Yeah.
Good hunting. Do you buy wolf ears?
Do you buy wolf ears?
That's right. You get a few groschen for every dead animal.
Once I've killed one, I'll come and see you. Good hunting.
Yeah, thanks.
I know a good trophy when I see one. That young boar. And the deer over there. How many summers has that one seen?
That one? Well, I've been after him for 4 years now, lad. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed you know so much about hunting.
Gamekeeper from Townburg. I have a good teacher. I'm a gamekeeper from Townburg. I have a good teacher.
I'm a gamekeeper back home down Sasau way. I used to work for Sir Divish of Talmberg, catching poachers.
I don't know him, but you say along the river Sassel? Woods that way must be thick, huh?
We have pests in Sasau Woods. How are the deer doing? How about the boar? Let's shoot a few arrows.
Our woods are lush and thick, to be sure, but they're becoming overrun with pests.
What kind? Not foxes. Pain in the bloody neck, they are.
Yeah, something like that. The ginger fox Sigismund and his cumans. They were plundering the countryside, so I had to give a few of them what for.
How are the deer doing?
How are things with the deer around here? Back home, they bleat like mad.
That'll be your woods. The nights are chillier your way. The rutting's weaker here. Not to mention, we have grain fields as far as the eye can see. You know how it is, though.
What about the boar?
What about the boar here? Do they cause a lot of damage? We can't get them out of our fields in summer.
God, yeah. I'm between a rock and a hard place. The farmers grumble, but the lords insist on their game for the winter hunts. There's no end to it.
Okay, let's shoot a few arrows.
How about passing the time with a bit of shooting? What say you?
You might live to regret that offer, lad. Old I may be, but I'm still a good shot. I can shoot a rabbit square in the eye at 30 paces.
Damn.
All right. Let's see who's better.
What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Crossbow.
Crossbow.
All right. What do you feel up to? Because it's not going to be free.
20.
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Everybody, form a straight line. Let them fly.
I'm doing pretty well today.
Nice.
Nice work, friend. Here's your prize. Every last groschen.
Nice.
Thank you.
And dialogue. Cool. Nice little camp. Take some wine.
Good day to you.
Poachers?
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? But that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you going to finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any other poacher we've had, I can tell you.
Call him the ghost. Where should I look for him?
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch and Vostatek's. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle? Any idea where I should start?
You can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks there. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't know the area.
Do you want me to send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that bastard. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. A real archery master. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Sounds like it's some cumin.
Nah. Them nomads have a real respect for animals and wouldn't waste any part of a catch. But it's true, there's a lot that suggests this ghost ain't local.
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Interesting. Okay. So this one is northeast corner. We haven't gotten there really, right? We haven't touched these woods. What's in the Kopanina Forest. All right, Zelazhev to talk about Bathhouse and then Troskovitz. Man, we are cooking through missions. I'm loving it. Nomad Camp. I think it's the next one we need. I heard you have work for me. Did your prophecy come true?
It's all over. Did your prophecy come true?
The family is together again, at least for now. Gaze rests in peace, and in his place we have Bozh. And maybe we can even go to the village now. Thank you so much, Henry.
Heard you have work for me?
I hear you got a job for a blacksmith.
I'd say so. You have come just in time. You will help us, won't you? You already helped us once. The Voivode's life is at stake. They want to kill him.
What? Who wants to kill him?
Jagalokos. Someone put a curse on my Voivode. At night, it takes sleep away from him. Eats away the skin on his hands. Even the horses are spooked when the Voivode so much as walks by.
A curse? That sounds more like a job for you. All I can do is pull teeth.
I can't help him. But you can, Devleskero Manush. And I'll tell you how. You know what sooth water is?
Sure. Healing potion? Moonshine? Some devilry? Moonshine?
Some kind of moonshine? A sip of that can do miracles.
No, not moonshine. It's a protection against magic. Take 3 lumps of coal, 3 breadcrumbs, and 3 pinches of salt and put them in water. Such water will lift even the worst of curses from those who wash in it.
So you know what to do. Fine. Then pour the water on a dung heap, and the curse is gone.
Why would I get rid of it when I can use it?
What good is such cursed water?
It's good for you, Miromanush. You'll forge Karo, a saber for the Voivode. Make it tough, sharp, and dangerous like him. And then you'll quench the saber in the cursed water.
I think I could do that.
What?
The curse in the saber must then gain strength to protect the Voivode, and only harm those who wish him ill. It must taste blood before the Voivode takes the saber in his hand. But it all depends on whose blood it is.
Human blood? My blood? Innocent virgin blood? Animal blood?
You don't expect me to go and kill a man, right?
Devlale, no!
I could cut off the head of a chicken or something. That should do, right?
A chicken doesn't have much blood in it, but a dog, that might do. Rikono. You can kill one. There were some running around down below the camp. Dirty, foul beasts. No one will miss them.
I don't know. I still don't like it.
How do you mean? What don't you like? Did you want the job? You did, and we'll pay you well. You have my word.
I don't want to talk about it, Gray. Why doesn't Voivod do it himself? All right, then. I don't like it. I'll think about it. All right.
All right, then.
Mistores. Good choice. I will reward you well. But first forge the saber, and do your best, so it serves the Voivode long and well. And here's your soda water. Be sure not to splash it on yourself.
Okay. Charcoal water? I am here. I haven't been here in a minute. I'm looking for some ladies. Also a bath, because I'm a dirty boy.
Greetings to you.
You look
You
limber.
doggy.
Bathman. Hey, Dorothy. What's up, girl?
What brings you here?
Looking for horse. Crazel has an offer for you.
Crazel has an offer for you.
What does that old goat want this time?
Looking for a pretty girl. He's looking for a girl for the wedding. He's looking for a girl to pose as a lady. He's looking for a girl for the Chamberlain. He's looking for a pretty girl.
He's looking for a pretty girl.
That's nothing. I've got plenty of them. What does he want her for? Not for himself, I hope.
Hey, more or less. No, she's supposed to pose as a lady. No, for the Chamberlain. Oof. More or less.
Aye. More or less.
What do you mean, more or less? Does he want her for himself or not?
No. He needs her to pose as a lady.
A lady? You mean a noblewoman?
Something like that.
Well, I don't know if any of my girls could pull it off. They can't even eat like a noble with cutlery.
That won't be a problem. She won't even have to say much.
Why does he need one? Not for himself, I hope.
Did he say not to tell her anything? I don't remember. Oh god, my memory is horrible on this one. We just straight up tell her what we're doing? No, we just say it's for himself, right? She doesn't have to know. It's not her business. I think that's what he said. He's like, she doesn't have to know what, you know. I want to say this, but I have a feeling she's gonna be like, what the fuck? No way. Oh no, because we're supposed to offer her a shit ton of money. Right? Tell her why. Because we're offering her all the... Give her the good offer. You know what? I'm gonna say it for the Chamberlain.
No. He wants her to turn the Chamberlain's head.
Ah, so she's supposed to end up with Ulrich. Is that it? How much is he offering?
He says he can offer enough groschen for you to buy 2 cows. Or a small cottage.
It's quite a lot for our usual
2 cows or a house.
Isn't it?
But that ain't nearly enough for certain services.
I don't understand. An offer like that? What's the problem?
You know what? I'm tired of this. Let's go and see what the girls have to say. They'll tell you about what they've been through with the Master Chamberlain. Girls, come here. Right, girls. We have a messenger here from Goodman Crazel. Tell us what you wanted to ask.
How's life here? About the Chamberlain, about the wedding.
Well, it's about the Master Chamberlain.
He's looking for a girl for the Semine wedding.
God, anything but that. Dorothy, I actually have a lot of work to do, and...
Well, who wants to go first? Anna.
What should I say?
What should she say?
Why don't you want anything to do with him?
Tell me, why don't you want anything to do with the Chamberlain?
Well, the Lord Chamberlain invited me to Trotsky, and the girls warned me that it would be different to what I was used to. So I asked him if I should take a different soap or something. Or does the Master Chamberlain not like silk? Or if his bed is hard and my back will hurt.
If only.
But they said I'd have to do things that... How'd you put it?
Things they haven't even thought of in hell.
I thought the Master Chamberlain might be of a different religion, and that fucking a Christian girl would be a sin. But he believes in the same God as the rest of us.
Which makes it all the worse.
Then I thought maybe he was cruel to the girls, but I hear that's not the case either. It's not what he wants to do to us that's against God.
But what he wants us to do to him. I thought he had leprosy.
Tell the girls how much Crazel is offering.
You want to buy 2 cows, you want to buy a small cottage.
Enough that you'll be able to buy a small cottage.
Or 2 cows. Not bad, eh? Well, is anyone willing to go with the Chamberlain?
Not even for a golden goose.
I'd rather be celibate.
Wow.
I thought he had leprosy.
Aye, but it's a tidy sum. I reckon I'll have to choose one of you myself.
Dorothy, I swear that
I'm not going anywhere. You can't make me.
Dorothy, I'll scrub all the tubs here for the rest of my life. I swear. All of them. Every day.
I'll do that too. And I'll even take care of the outhouses.
Girls, come now.
What goes on in there?
I'll go then. If I can handle it a second time, it'll be a miracle. And maybe they'll even make me a saint.
Still an arc incoming?
You can't. Dorothy, please don't make her do that again.
Dorothy, for the love of God.
Calm down, girls. Don't worry. I'll never send you to the Chamberlain again. I just wanted to show Crazel's lackey here what you've been keeping from me for so long.
Christ almighty. I was starting to accept my fate. God in heaven.
I feel filthy just thinking about it. I'd like to jump in a bath.
So, in case you didn't get the message, lad, No girl from Zhelioff is going with the Chamberlain.
All right, but what now?
All right. What am I supposed to do now?
Do what you like. We've said our piece. Go and find some heathen girl. A harlot like that came here recently, asking for work. She was from them nomads.
Aye, I remember her. Nose in the air, talking fancy like some scholar.
She introduced herself as Enneline of Winterthur, like she was a noblewoman.
I didn't trust her for a moment. She was pretty, though. There's no denying that. I wanted to give her a chance, but she asked for so much coin. I thought I must be hearing things. Try asking after her in the camp. Maybe she's got a stronger stomach than my girls.
Poor thing. I'll pray for her.
Well, thank you.
Heard. Okay. So some freaky shit goes on in there. Interesting. All right, so these girls said fuck no. We'll finish up in Troskovitz. Let's go up to the little blacksmith. Do adventure. Autopilot's still getting worked on, guys.
This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's the poacher?
I think it's this guy. On! Whoa! What the fuck? Cue Deadlock. This is where you cue the JoJo's like Bizarre Adventure, you know, like the saxophone.
Sir Hans, what are you doing here? Don't shout. Come here.
Well, if it isn't a little shit. Hold on. Now don't go back to sleep.
No thanks.
Almost got a good one there, DX. What are you doing here?
Sir Hans.
Where's my torch?
I'm here hunting poachers, and I come across you.
Henry, I never expected you here.
I was sent here by the Nebakov gamekeeper. He said there are poachers here, and I don't have to be King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is, do I? Oh, Jesus. You couldn't choose something different? There's all sorts of ways to make money.
Now hold your horses. How else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to go around looking like beggars?
By honest work? This is very risky.
Look, no one found me here until you turned up. And you're only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out old grannies in distress. And this is how it turns out.
Are you fucking serious?
Why poaching? What are you doing with the game? The gamekeeper's after you.
The gamekeeper wants to get rid of poachers around here, and I promised to help him do it.
Quite the what a buddy. On the poacher.
You, isn't it? Any idea what you're going to tell him?
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell him I didn't find anyone?
Why the hell not? You just found some abandoned camp, no? It's a stroke of luck that he sent you, eh?
Wow. What shall I tell the gamekeeper?
What am I supposed to tell the gamekeeper now?
I don't know. Make something up. Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. He attacked you and you beat him. And that's that.
That's not enough. Beechcraft!
You have to cooperate at least a bit, though. If the gamekeeper is to believe me, the poaching has to stop. I can't convince him the problem is solved if the game keeps disappearing.
You're saying I have to find some other way of making coin on account of this brilliant idea of yours?
You have to. Because the first thing the gamekeeper will do is to send guards here from Troskovitz, and then he'll send for me. Because he'll find out I lied to him.
Oh, Christ, Henry.
Yeah.
Well, I've already made a bit of coin, and I can do something with it. And I can still keep going to the woods. Well, it's time for a change.
Stop slapping me with cheese!
You keep going on about, and I'll find something else to do.
Oh, and the gamekeeper will want to see some proof that I found the poacher and dealt with him. Got anything?
I could give you my equipment. It'd be pretty hard to survive without it, but...
To poach without it?
Yeah, that's settled then.
All right.
that was funny. Didn't help us with getting the deer skin, did it, chat? Oh my God, Hans. Where's the cheese? Yo, you look what?
Christ be praised.
I want to report what's going on with Miller Crazel. Oh shit, what a snitch.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here. Don't even ask.
I got some mean?
I've been
going through there.
Ever since that bandit
So I've been
gang
getting
started running
missions and
rampant.
stuff.
Most of them are von Burgo's men, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
I hear you have some Mintha perfume?
I heard you swear by the alluring fragrance of Mintha.
Only the finest quality, Mintha. And now that I've been invited to the wedding, I'm keeping a close eye on my last 2 files. Do you like it?
I do. What do you want for it?
Haha, I'm definitely hanging on to this one. I take damn good care that no one takes it from me. Such a rarity. Besides, what good would it do you, a man?
You'd be surprised how perfume can help make a man seem more trustworthy. But I'll probably have to give this one to someone else who's also going to the wedding.
Well, I don't think it'll smell as good on her or him as on me. Moreover, I want to stand out at the wedding. Anyone can get Mintha perfume, but of the highest quality, so the fragrance lasts. I prize those little bottles over all else.
You don't need that perfume. I'll buy the entire perfume for you, 500. Speed Skrill, let's go.
Come now, Betty. Who put the idea in your head that you need perfume to impress someone?
Well, women compliment me on it. They say I smell classy, as if I was running
thanks for the bits. I see you, little shit.
Don't try to be something you're not. I like you best as a real check-in keeper who's not afraid of a few stains from chicken and beer.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I needn't go overboard with the perfume. Sometimes it even tickles me own nose. And it itches where I put it on.
Well, in that case, Betty, you better stop. You wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
It'll be better if I get rid of one bottle. I'm keeping the other one, but I'll give you this one. At least I won't be so tempted to splash it all over me.
Beechcraft, let's go.
Glad to hear that. I won't keep you any longer. We'll talk at the wedding, right?
I'm looking forward to it.
Sick. Well, that was easy. A mission for us. Work's almost done. Unlucky fella. There's a bleeding man lying by the road. Looks like he'll meet his maker if you don't help him fast. Stop by. Looking jacked, yo. Let's go. Some pictures and pics and clips once it's done.
Please.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
I fell out of that bloody tree.
Why did you climb up there?
I thought I saw something shiny up there, like gold or something. But instead of finding
King
treasure,
tides and water finally came to the house.
I almost lost
We're
my
up the doors.
life.
Oh shit!
Physician, but this needs bandaging.
You guys are flooding, I see.
But I won't get far in this state. Do you have anything to dress it? A rag or something?
Let me see if I have a band-aid.
Hold on. Let me see. Here. You're lucky I carry around a pocket full of junk. Here, let me dress it for you.
What's going on here? Monsoon and king tides? That's nuts, dude. I hope you stay safe.
Thank you. You're the first good thing to happen to me in a long while. You know, I was born under an unlucky star.
Stop feeling so sorry for yourself. Everyone has bad luck sometimes.
But I'm cursed with it. Even as a boy, I was always losing things, constantly getting beaten up. And once I spent the whole summer laid up with some weird sickness. My parents spent everything they had on a healer who said he had the perfect cure.
See? That sounds like a bit of luck, doesn't it?
Well, it seemed that way. But when he went to get the cure, He was struck dead by lightning on the way.
Oh, shit.
We couldn't afford another healer, so I was sick for 6 months.
That doesn't make you a born loser. I bandage it up, leave.
But you survived. I call that pretty lucky.
You think? Then hear me out. I always wanted to buy myself a horse.
Oh, fire. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you for the raid.
Every groschen I earned. But it was never going to be enough. So I confided in my neighbor. And he said, if I gave him all my coin, he'd win me twice as much down the tavern. He told me he could cheat the local drunks because he had weighted dice.
And you gave him the money?
That I did. And I never saw it or him again.
Lol. You must be so gullible.
That's not bad luck. It's folly. People are bastards. You shouldn't be so trusting.
I'm not even finished yet. Since I couldn't buy a horse, I gave a groschen to a horse trader to let me ride one at least. But as we trotted through the woods, the nag's leg snaps. She was dead before I could fetch help. It took me 3 years to pay off that carcass. So I first lost money to a swindler, and then I had to buy a dead horse.
So funny. And that still doesn't make you a born loser.
Still, it could have been worse. Everybody has setbacks.
You still don't get it, do you?
I'm gonna warm up some food real quick. Hold on.
This will convince you. I like this girl down the way. But when I finally mustered the courage to talk to her, I found out she'd been poisoned by mushrooms the day before.
Yes, but...
Hang on. I'm not finished there. I found a dog. A nice little puppy. He'd follow me around. So I took him in and raised him. The moment he grew a full set of teeth, he bit me and ran off.
Right. Now this sounds like too much of a coincidence.
As he scampered off, the dog scattered a farmer's flock of sheep. As I helped him to round them up, I stumbled upon a pack of wolves. So I had one leg bit by a mongrel, and the other by a wolf. Only that wolf bite gets some dirt in it, and my whole leg goes black. I couldn't walk for a month.
All right, I see now.
My wife took care of me all that month. And just as I was getting better, she cooked some food in the pot and told me she had to go into town. She never came back.
Sounds like she left you. What happened to her?
What happened to her?
I have no idea. She just vanished. The thing is, she took all her stuff and all my money with her. So if you ask me, she flew the coop. And since then, it's all been downhill for me. As soon as I went out for the first time, after my leg was healed, the bailiff grabbed me. He said 3 sheep from that flock had never been found, so I had to pay for them. But what with my darling wife pocketing all my coin, I ended up in the pillory.
Poor dude. As if it wasn't already. I admit it, you're a born loser. You're no loser.
Well, your life hasn't been all that easy, I'll grant you that. But you're not jinxed. You know why?
I'm all ears.
If you were, you'd have fallen down and nobody would have found you. But I happened by.
Yeah.
Today was your lucky day.
You have a point there.
Yeah, right?
It's true. Thanks, friend. I owe you one.
You'll pay me back one day. Go live your life. Oh my god, he's about to get struck by lightning or something. Or a wolf's gonna get him. Bitty bitty bid. Bitty bitty bid.
Whoa.
Wait, do you sell deerskin too?
Good day to you.
I found the poacher.
You don't have to worry about the last poacher either anymore. But it was one hell of a job, I can tell you.
Really? Go on. Where was he?
North of Trotsky. He had a small camp there. Below a cliff. Just like you said.
I'm sure he realized there wasn't any point resisting. What did you do with him?
I arrested him. I killed him. The camp was abandoned. I killed him.
I had to kill him.
Why did you have to?
That fella wasn't keen on being arrested. The first thing he did was draw a hunting knife on me. He's done for, in any case.
Got any proof?
I found this gear on him. He probably used it to make traps. And some tongs as well.
Yo, let's go, Manny Moo.
Probably for pulling out teeth and that.
Look how well kitted out them poaching vermin are. I see why he didn't want to just pack it in. He had a good thing going there. Good work. Here's your reward.
Thanks. That's a generous reward.
We don't have any more poachers, so take it as a parting gift from us huntsmen. It'll be a long time before any more of the arseholes turn up in the Trotsky forests. You sent out a clear signal what they can expect. Well, you can take a look at my bows if you want. And in return for your help, I'll take a bit off the usual price. Don't use it for poaching, though.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Don't even think about it.
Of course not. Thanks.
I'll tell Vostatek to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing.
What? Do I have wolf ears?
You buy wolf ears?
That's right. You get a few.
I don't have any. You don't sell the bows? Oh, I have to buy from someone else?
God be with you, my friend.
Same to you. What will it be?
Right.
I'll have a look at the...
These not even good one. This is crappy stuff. Why would I shop here? They do have the skin stuff. I think we're good to go. Let's GTFO. I was hoping he'd have another mission, but I guess we're good to go. Samin's got another one, so let's go here, and then we'll wrap it up at the Nomad camp, and that clears the whole map. Mission.
God grant you help.
You. I'm here to talk to you.
Good thing you're here, Henry. I've got something for you.
From Semi?
Not this time. It's from the charcoal burners. They said you spared them, and they wanted to pay you back. It's not much. But it's all they
That's not gonna just shank the guy.
I didn't expect that at all. I thought I'd never see them again.
See? Folk can surprise you.
Who's next?
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Johnny the Gob.
I've got time.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him. Johnny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses. And now his is in a sling.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon. There's no other like it.
Cool. Where can I find him?
Where can I find the Gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did he send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond.
Ooh.
There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is.
I was in that group. Do you have anything to do with it? Did you have anything to do with it?
You didn't have anything to do with it, did you?
No, I told you. I only heard about it. Some band of outsiders has been wreaking havoc in the area for some time now.
Do you know who they are?
No idea. But I reckon they're no ordinary thieves.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about the silver.
So what do they want?
Lord knows. Must be some higher goal. Those types are the worst.
Aye. What's the gob like? I've heard enough. How many men did you send him with?
How many men did you send with him?
7 of our most experienced. And well armed.
What's the Gob like? Tell me about him.
What can I tell you? He's just the best. He's a mountain of a man. A hell of a warrior. Bloody smart too. But he's too old and too proud to give up on his craft and go and rest on his laurels. I like the bloke. I really do. He deserves to die in peace, with a woman in his arms.
Aye.
Not being hunted down like some vermin.
I've heard enough.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favor to ask of you. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke, and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonorable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead, but I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresons Charlie and Canker. Unlike those other bastards, Johnny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
Yup. Bandit's a bandit. Leave. If I can, I'll let him go.
I'm still not too sure about it, but I'll try. Though I'll save my skin before I save his. So if he doesn't surrender, I won't have a choice.
Of course. But I'm glad you'll consider it.
Maybe. Said consider. All right, back to the nomadic camp.
Goro.
Sure. Huh?
I hear there's some Eneline here with you. Where can I find her?
She's calming our horses with her pretty little face. Follow the smell of the fillies and you will find her. Or if not, she will be getting water down at the pond.
Okay, cool. That was easy. First person. Good day, sire.
I wanted. What's going on? You're all covered in blood, lad.
I could explain.
News about Marika?
I never saw Marika so happy. Thank you, Henry.
Are you Mistress Eneline of Winterthur?
Winterthur, Lyon, Vienna. It doesn't matter. What do you want?
I'm Henry. I was sent by Miller Crazel. We have a job offer for you.
Huh. How did you find out about me?
At the baths, your reputation precedes you. That's not important.
At the Zhelyov Baths. They said you asked about a job there.
I realized straight away it was a bad idea. What a pit. That cow who runs the place almost fainted when I talked about coin. If she had any idea my real value is 10 times higher. But be that as it may, what's the job?
To go to the Semine wedding with us. As a companion.
A wedding, you say? The last time I was at a wedding was in Nevers, France. I had to sing there. I'd like to avoid that this time.
You don't have to sing. Or even say much. All you have to do is behave like a lady.
Behave like a lady? Do you mind? I am one. Or hadn't you noticed?
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, posh.
All right, then. How much?
What do you mean, how much? You have to buy 2 cows and have to buy a little cottage?
Crazel's offering enough to buy 2 cows.
Cows? Me? I was offered an estate for my services in Antwerp.
Shit.
And a 30-foot gondola in Venice. Although this is only Trotsky after all. I can't expect too much in this backwater. All right then, I'll do it. But first, tell me this. What can I expect at this Semine?
You'll eat well. You'll get to dance.
You'll be treated to the finest food there. Meat, cakes, maybe even fish.
Lovely. And what else?
You can inspect the horses. You get to see the fortress.
Now that Trotsky is closed, there's no more prominent stronghold in the region than Semine Fortress. Someone will surely give you a tour and show you the magnificently decorated chambers.
Tempting. And what else?
Unger, Burgau will be there. Bailiff, Hirsch will be there.
I even hear Lord Otto von Berghoff will be there. The Lord of Trotsky. Someone will surely introduce you to him. Well, and wherever von Berghoff goes, he's followed by the second most important man in the domain. The Chamberlain of Trotsky, Sir Ulrich von Schaumburg.
The Chamberlain. As in the castle caretaker.
Oh.
I'm not interested in some little clerk.
You should be. He's the one Crazel wants you to pay attention to at the wedding.
Pay attention? How?
seduce him. You should get acquainted with him.
So you two can... How can I put it? You know, get friendly. Intimate. In a romantic way, if you get me.
I beg your pardon. Do you take me for some cheap whore, a harem girl, a brothel wench, a bathhouse hussy?
Calls him as it sees him. I'm sorry. That's the plan.
That's the plan. And...
Silence! I am an Elaine, a companion, a courtesan. I am courted by gentlemen vying for my favor. I have been a concubine in Krakow, a mistress in Venice, and a gentleman's companion in Basel. My name is known in Brandenburg, Marseille, and Malopolska. I have fulfilled the wildest wishes of the most important commanders of Sigismund's army. Until he stopped paying, the ginger bastard, I'll do my work the way I see fit. Got that?
All right. Got it.
I should hope so. So, to the point.
Or
What do you want from the Chamberlain?
Rizzo wants you to tell you himself about a book of Trotsky.
Crazel will tell you himself. Before we go to the wedding.
You men and your secrets. All right then, I'll wait for Crazel. But why not? I expect it won't be anything too complicated.
Maybe.
And the coin is certainly worth it.
Not so fast. It won't be that easy with the Chamberlain.
Why do you think that?
I asked about the Chamberlain at the bathhouse. I gotta be a good guy and tell her. Or we could be a swindler. This lady is full of shit. Good guy Henry will be the Knight Henry. We'll do this the second time. For now, well, will we do it the second time? Because I feel like we're gonna go the blacksmith way the second route. And we're gonna ignore the swindler dude. If she does a split, will dad watch Fallout? What? Will my dad's watch Fallout? Oh my god, Manny Moo. I got that. What do you guys think? Doesn't matter. Don't tell this lady she's kind of an asshole, or be the good person. What do you guys think? My heart says this one. Ear humor. I'm gonna tell her.
Just so you know, Crazel originally wanted to take a bath wench to the wedding, but the girls said they didn't want anything to do with him because of his special tastes. I asked them what's behind it, and well, some wanted to vomit after meeting him. Others said they started considering the convent.
Poor girls. Here in the arse end of the world, girls are no doubt used to just lying on their backs and staring up at the ceiling.
Well, it seems it's not about what Chamberlain Schaumburg did to them, but what he wanted them to do to him.
I knew a Schaumburg from Nuremberg, and he was a hermaphrodite. He had both things, a respected person, a member of the town council. It can catch you off guard, because you don't know what you're getting into. Maybe it's also the case with the local bathwenchers. But I don't want to make fun of the girls. Not everyone wants to try new tricks, if you know what I mean. I must say, I'm quite curious about the Chamberlain now.
You're taking it well. We're agreed then?
We're agreed then.
Certainly. Believe me,
this girl
it
fucks
takes a lot to put me off.
This is a whore.
There's this potion I carry around. A couple of drops and the Chamberlain will sleep like a log.
Roofies.
Except I've run out of wine. I should have some at hand.
She's packing a
just
wiener.
To be sure.
I can find some wine for you. There will be lots of wine at the wedding. There will be lots of wine at Trotsky. I can find some wine for you.
I can find some wine for you.
I'd manage somehow, but I won't complain if you see to it for me. There's one more thing, though. I don't think anyone will believe I'm a lady in these old rags.
Don't worry about that. Crazel told me to get hold of a dress and some perfume for you.
What dress?
A red one. Tyrolean brocade.
Brocade. I like it. Crazel clearly knows what he's doing.
I've got hold of the dress for you already.
Clever boy. I can't wait. Are you going to the wedding as well?
As your bodyguard.
Well, well. Don't you look nice? With a bodyguard looking like that, I'd have to shine like a gem as well. And as for that perfume, it ought to be one that lasts a long time.
Crazel suggested Minter.
I'll take his word for it.
I've already got it for you.
A long time, so maybe we should do the Lion's perfume then.
About the things for the wedding.
Yes.
Right? she said it has to last a long time. And I think Mintha was a short time perfume. And the other one's a long time perfume.
I have a dress for you. What do you think?
My, oh my. That is very pretty. Fine handiwork. I'd tidy up the seams a bit, but so be it. We're not in a city, let alone Innsbruck. Thanks.
Perfume.
I have some perfume for you. Will this do?
My God, it smells just like the yellow headband I wore in Pisa. It brings back memories. Thanks.
That's all for now.
Are you ready to head off for the wedding and dialogue? Oh man, we are getting close. Do I have fancy wine? Do you guys know? Do I need to get like fanciest of wine or something? Drop more names, whore. Okay, we have break up Johnny Gobb's gang. Doesn't want anything left to chance, so she makes a sleeping potion into some wine for the Chamberlain. If she's using her own supply of the potion for her plan, maybe I could bring her some wine as a gift. Maybe she should use it to boost her courage before the wedding. We can go here and see if we can buy a fancy one. Do you have anything good? Hey.
I took out the Gob's band.
Well, well. Nice work, lad. And what about the, request I made? Did you think about it at least?
I did what you asked.
Bloody hell, lad. You surprised me.
Surprised?
Aye. That you actually listened to me. It's hard to surprise an old goat like me. But you managed it. And you took his shield.
I've got it.
Aye. That's it.
Can I keep it? Who's the last one? Should I ask?
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep it.
It's yours, Henry. I wanted to keep it as a reminder of the good times I had with Johnny. But I reckon it's enough to know he's still alive.
Thanks. What now? Who's the last one?
I saved the worst one for last. Casper.
That's a funny looking shield.
Only you'll have to wait a few days before I find him.
All right, kill the dog or a wolf. Solve the riddle of the armor. And then why? Guys, we're almost there. Holy shit. It feels good. Right, the sword just needs blood. Rankin found that someone has cursed her husband. With the help of a blacksmith, she wants me to lift the evil spirit from him and transfer it to a saber, with which the voivod would strike down his enemies. I forged a saber for the voivod and quenched it in cursed water. To complete the ritual and give the saber its magical power, I must first kill a dog with it. At least that's what Aranka wants me to do. But what happens if I don't? Dog underneath Nomad camp. Henken, she tells you in the quest, a dog underneath the Nomad camp. I did go over here. There was no dog. What do you mean underneath Nomad camp, like? No, I thought it was gonna be a wolf.
What have you found, boy?
Gore? No. The leaves cover everything up. Why am I only pulling meat out of these butchers? Did I put a filter on by accident? There we go. Let's deliver our cursed sword. About the curse.
About that saber for the voivod.
Have you forged it yet? Show me.
It's ready. I quenched it in the soot water.
What about the blood?
I killed a dog. I did everything like you said. Here you go. I think I did a pretty good job with it.
Shukariben. Beautiful. The Voivode will be happy about how well it fits in the hand. You're probably waiting for a reward.
Aye.
Aren't you? Here, just take it. We've got enough to share. And here's something for you to wear. Let other folk see that you're our friend.
Thank you. I mean it.
Ah, at least it'll be clear to all. You're one of ours and you don't wish us ill, unlike certain other people.
Thanks, Twisty.
What do you mean?
When the Voivode was washing away the curse, I looked at the coals in the water. They made circles on the bottom. That means the Voivode was cursed by a woman.
A woman? What woman?
The coals didn't say, though I do have an idea who it was. But enough of that. I'm sure you have enough on your plate already. And we thank you, Miromanush. Take care.
All we need to do is get wine and then figure out the last thing of Brunswick. So I think I have one piece of Brunswick already, the bassinet. Finding the first part of the Brunswick armor certainly won't be easy, but it'll give me some thought I'll manage. Scribe Gable told me a riddle that should lead me to my goal. It went something like, take your leaves of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates, boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the hall of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze, standing two tall guards of stone, behind whom yearn for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche yet deeper still, a place to give one's heart to God. Behold my armor gleaming still. And then wine. Can we get fancy wine? At this place. I would like to purchase your nicest wine.
I'll have a look at you.
Fine wine?
Let's talk about the price.
Hmm.
Do we have a deal?
Well.
That's a decent.
Bad.
Get wine for Evelyn. Bring Evelyn the wine. Okay. Oh my god, of course she's at the camp. Buongiorno.
I'll be with you. What would you like?
About the things for the wedding.
About the things for the wedding.
Yes.
I brought you some wine.
Oh, you remembered.
Aye.
Thank you.
A trifle. I've brought you everything you asked for. Are you ready to leave for Semi?
I am. Once you're ready, just say the word.
We can go to the wedding now and dialogue. So, okay, she's ready to go to gain access to the wedding. Go over to Crazel's plan with Evelyn. Crazel's plan is underway. Evelyn, wearing finest Tyrolean brocade and minted perfume, will be bait for the Chamberlain as her bodyguard for the evening. I have to hope she'll do what we agreed and we'll both go straight to Trotsky from the wedding. But ideally, separately. Evelyn with the Chamberlain and me with von Berghoff. Shall we get to it? Wedding crashers. So I can get in using the blacksmith or this crazy plan. And I think we're going to do blacksmith on the second run when we're going to be good guys. I think that's the nicer way to get in. We'll do this on the easy run. The not hardcore run, we'll go in this way with a crazy plan. But let's knock out this armor. So you're saying start at Trotsky. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, let's fucking go.
What is it, Mutz?
Good boy. Dog to the rescue. The Brunswick dagger. Dagger worthy of a true knight. Its shape is perfectly suited to cut into a gap between armor. Brunswick gauntlets. Tier 3. These aren't just perfectly forged pieces of sheet metal. They're works of art. It said that Prince Brunswick himself wore such gauntlets.
Is this really it?
Fragments from the Bible.
Brunswick's armor. And what's this? A piece of parchment.
Woof, 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 woof. I know, yes. Coming, I'm coming. sleeves. Save your schnapps and band-aid.
Brunswick's armor.
Map number 3. What's gonna happen about the helmet I have on though? I don't remember finding a map with it. A trough. Waterway. And the tree. Yeah, my guess is it's somewhere over here. We'll fast travel. I think I have a room here.
He was staring at you.
No, I wasn't. And even if... What's going on here?
That brick's ogling my girl.
No, I'm not. But even if I was, he can't get all gobby on me like that.
You're making a scene. Please, let's just go.
The scriptures are clear. 11. Are you sure he was ogling your girl?
The man's right. How can you possibly know where he was looking or what he was thinking?
I've got eyes, haven't I?
No one was staring at me. And certainly not like that.
I saw it.
Look, nobody wants to fight. Especially over something so petty.
Exactly. Thank you. I reckon we should drop it now.
Fuck that. I'll take both of you, you bastards.
You're mine.
Oh shit. Reputation lost.
You shouldn't have fucked with me.
Well, that was crazy.
You have a coin, master.
Sure.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
That's a good question, ma'am. Okay, cross the path, and then looks like there's a cross, and then there's a tree with a dead guy in front of it. And there's dead guy with tree.
Oh. We're access to Brunswick. It's really it.
The knight's sword. Or I believe the final piece in our puzzles. You reach level 15 in speech. Nomaded camp. Looks like northeast of it. Oh, this must be this accidental armor I found. Right, there's the nomad camp, and then the 3 dead bodies. But I think I already found that one. Mules!
Greetings. How can I help?
Have you found Casper?
Have you found Casper yet?
I did. But Henry, be very careful. There's a reason I left Casper for last. The man is a real beast. I just wanted to be sure you had it in you.
And you reckon I do?
I hope so. What about you? Think you can take him on?
I do.
I do.
Then listen up, lad. His band is one of the biggest. But it's not just about them.
I'm gonna poison him.
Casper himself is deadly in his own right. A real beast, like I said.
Thank you, comic. Good morning, Glitch.
Cruel bastard will stop.
What are you wearing on your head? Armor.
Great. Do you at least know how to get to him?
Unfortunately not. I'd love to help you, but I don't know how. I've always been a bit leery of the fucker myself.
What's he like?
So this Casper of yours, what can you tell me about him?
He's a greedy old bastard, I'll tell you that. He'll sell his own soul for a couple of groschen, and he don't trust nobody. You touch his money, and you might as well dig your own grave.
And there's still people left in his gang.
Laugh all you want, lad. I once saw him kill a man in cold blood, just because he thought he'd skimmed off the loot.
Wow.
No. They didn't find anything. But it didn't make much of a difference.
We weren't even missing money.
Where should I look for Casper and his band?
From what I hear, they've holed up in a forest near Apollonia. Be careful. The rocks are treacherous. It's easy to lose your way, even in broad daylight. If you go there at night, be bloody careful, you hear?
Aye, I understand. Why is he hiding there, of all places?
Weren't you listening? It'll be bloody hard to find them there. And to make it there unnoticed will be damned near impossible. What's more, I heard they recently got their hands on a fine bit of loot, so I guarantee they'll be keeping close watch over it.
This is starting to sound more and more like a suicide mission.
Yeah, right? I'm sure you'll figure it out. I believe in you, lad.
Yeti! What up, buddy? Coming in with a 5 months. You got 1 5 month. These are on me. Let's get some raves in chat. Happy weekend. We're sure to look for him. That's enough.
Okay. One more time. Where exactly is Caspers?
At the edge of Apollonia.
Okay.
That's everything I need to know.
Wait a mo. There's something of his I need you to bring me. To prove he's really gone.
Really? You still want to test me?
Old habits die hard. I want his ring. It's a big gold one.
Have a soft spot
I
for
want it
trinkets,
too.
do you? Didn't expect that of you.
That fucker put it on every time he wanted to bash someone's teeth in. The edges are quite sharp. And I've got an old souvenir from him myself. Just under my ear.
All right. If I come back in one piece, I'll bring you Caspers' ring.
Well, sir.
Like a hitman. This one we're gonna go in with the miller and do the girl way. The other one we'll go in with the blacksmithing. We'll do it like in honor of his dad, right? Hardcore blacksmith son.
God bless you, sir.
Casper is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What about the ring? Have you got it?
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
That's everyone then?
If Casper was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
I thought I told you to do something.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Likewise.
Oh, God.
And actually, here, managed to get a bit of silver out of Samine. Lord knows you deserve it.
Thanks. Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Maybe we'll see each other at Samine's wedding. And if not, come and see me anytime. You're good, Henry, I'll give you that. But there are still things I can teach you. Well, sir.
Okay, I think we're good to keep going. That's it. There's nothing else we have left. We're cleaned out. That's every side quest. Yeah, if you guys are good to go, we can get it set up right at the wedding. Ready? Yo, this is perfect. So like today, this is pretty good progress, guys. And we can start part 7 as soon as we're done with Baldur's Gate. All right, I'm excited. And then yeah, dude, what a cool way to start the next episode, right? Just, next part of the game. There's nothing else, right, guys? I'm not missing anything. I think I cleaned up pretty well. Crazy how much work we have to put into there.